Hey guys, how are you? I'm out here on Peachtree. No, I'm just kidding. Bougie gang, guess what? Your lunch is ready. Hey guys, what's going on? Quite a interesting conversation. I ended up actually normally I don't I'm like, okay, it's like, hi, hey everybody, what's going on? Hey Bougie gang. Today you guys are talking about cell phone problems, overheating of cell phones, coming together to find out any kind of like, what do you do when your phone gets overheated and hot? My screen goes dark. Look, 2024 problems. Let me say this. Since I got my iPhone 15 Pro Max, I had a 12 and a 13. I skipped 14. But I've had iPhones now. Oh, at least 11, maybe 11, 12 years. I probably jumped into an iPhone about a 5. I started iPhoning with iPhone 5. Um, so, oh, thank you, onions under under Sonia's eye. Is it onions under Sonia's eyes? Anyone who watched Handmaid's Tale under his eye, that's what that gave to me. Sonia Stay Lion, Twin Mom, Christine T, Vet Mac. Did I say that wrong? Sonia Stay Lion, Christine, Vet Mac, Grown and Bougie Forever, and Shantae. Guess what? You just got gifted. CA 1983 just gifted 5. Thank you so much. You guys are just coming right out the gate like boom. Okay, sis. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, men of Bougie Gang. If there's any who don't have their membership yet. Boss Lady, Winter Heat, Everything, Brenny. I am Mrs. Ricks. Okay. DH 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that was 5. Thank you so much, CA 1983, for gifting some friends in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. But yeah, guys, Bougie Gang, lunch is ready. So we're gonna get into it. Give me just a second. I had to eat a little something. I just got off live. My bad. That's Gina Janine. She's a YouTuber and does not apply to anything that we were talking about at this moment. I just didn't clear out what I was using previously. So my bad. Okay. My bad. Hey, one leg off. Okay. What's going on to the men of Bougie Gang? What's good, gentlemen? How are you? Okay. Wootens, documents. What? You guys are having way too much fun with these avatar names, with your usernames and avatars. Hi, April Flowers, the beautiful. Bougie Gang has some beautiful ladies, okay? All you have to do is pay attention to your screen when I'm clicking on these avatars. There are some stunning ladies of the YouTube streets that all congregate here at lunchtime. And I'm sure the men of Bougie Gang are fully aware. Okay. Okay. Those that want to be seen. Yes. 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 All of the beautifulness. Okay. Hello, ladies. Hello, the gentlemen of Bougie Gang. How are you doing today? Okay, guys, let's get into it because I had like a big day planned. I want to get going live twice back to back is very much draining. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that it's a lot. Anyway, I do need to do another live. Not even need to. I want to. Okay, I want to. I have a mom event though this afternoon, so I had something scheduled for 3. I'm going to see how I feel. And if I feel okay, I'll do it. If not, I'll do it either later or tomorrow, but it's like a must. Anyway, okay. All right, enough of that. Um, Let me go here real quick. I want to talk about something like news itemy first, and then we're going to get into the video from yesterday. because ma'am is strange. Okay. Um, let's talk about this just a second. Let me move this so you guys can see what's going on here. Okay. You guys can see. Let's
of the Fulton County Jail. And this is just some of what strike teams confiscated, things like drugs, cell phones, shanks, a makeshift hatchet, even a...
We know Nesto's in Cobb County, but this is what he was subjected to for the first 90 days, okay? He was over at Rice Street, I think, for 90 days, and then he ended up getting sent to Cobb County.
Bullet. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Whitney has this exclusive story live from Northwest Atlanta. And Mark, the sheriff believes someone actually used drones to get stuff into the hands of inmates.
And the Fulton County Sheriff's Office says this is some of the contraband recovered in the massive shakedown we're on inside the Fulton County Jail, and a lot of the illegal cell phones, which can go for thousands inside the jail, drugs and tobacco recovered, came into the jail via illegal drone drops. Wait till you see the ingenuity involved, however misguided.
The assignment is very simple, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing we're going up here to do is a massive shakedown. We're looking for any weapons, drugs, or any contraband that the inmates are not supposed to have.
Sheriff Pat Labat says the Fulton County Sheriff's Office jails.
If you're wondering, first of all, the reporter's voice. Okay, I'm not going to say anything else about that. Number two, if you were wondering what it looks like inside of Fulton County Jail, have no fear. The video is here. Okay.
Team struck a vein of contraband quickly in the first zone they hit.
This is a cell phone and charger found within seconds of hitting this unit.
Yes.
On the high security 7th floor of the Fulton County Jail.
This has been a high priority area for us with respect to drone activity.
And before Saturday morning was done, men and women normally assigned not just to the jail, but to the courthouse and across the sheriff's office, who had assembled in the early morning darkness, had amassed a massive amount of dangerous material inmates aren't supposed to have, but did. Lots of makeshift weapons, including shanks, even a makeshift hatchet, cell phones, even a bullet, suspected drugs. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office says all this from one shakedown. These are more than a half dozen suspected crack pipes?
Yes.
Taken from inside the jail.
Yep.
The Sheriff's Office says the shakedown turned up 22 illegal cell phones, suspected marijuana, tobacco, plenty of pills, even a bottle labeled as the prescription drug promethazine. And then there are the weapons.
I'm surprised the building's still standing.
Most of the weapons made from things stripped out of the building.
From the plumbing shafts to the lighting fixtures.
It smells like it.
We had watched as the stuff piled up in that one zone.
Where'd those come from?
Cell 504.
Since I
Hold on a second. Did they say cell number 504? Did y'all catch that, T? Why was it cell 504? Can I get the 504 people? Can I get, if there's anyone from 504 in the chat, what? They said cell 504. Okay. I had to holler on that one. Okay. Hold on a second. let's see.
commissary kiosk.
But what?
What cell was that again, ma'am? Hold on a second. Let that. Ooh. StreamYard won't let me be great. StreamYard, come on now. Stop playing with me. Okay. All right, we gonna just give it a minute so it can reset it. So it's like, yo, yes, lock them 504s up. But you know, there are some good. So aren't those the 504 jeans? Okay, so there is some good with the 504s. So but I thought it was very cute on some. It came from cell 504. I thought we just had to shout that out for a second. Okay.
Piled up in that one zone.
Where'd those come from?
Cell 504.
Cell 504.
It's just that commissary kiosk.
I detect a new screen name coming soon. Cell 504.
So what's it turned into?
Charging station.
So that was a ordering kiosk. Okay, I don't want to hit the damn back button again, and it wants to show out on me. But basically, that was a ordering kiosk. So for those who don't have tablets and maybe don't have computer access, there is a kiosk. If you notice, it was on the wall. So Sheriff Pat Labatt was showing them, and they turned it into a charging station. But that is the kiosk that they use because everything's automated. You have to do everything digitally. Okay, so here we go.
It's just that commissary kiosk.
But what's it turned into?
Commissary kiosk, right?
Charging station.
This is marijuana from California. This is found in the cells. And that's marijuana?
Yes, sir.
How that door get in the window? Through the inmates burning, they use, as you can see, the exposed wires up in the light fixture, so they'll use that to start fires, and then they will just sit there until they can melt away the plastic. So the reason why now the inmates burn the holes inside of the windows is because they're using drones.
We told the story of drones in prisons, but drone drops are now a major factor in the contraband trade at the Fulton County Jail.
Absolutely. Some have crash landed and ultimately with different types of payloads.
In trial. 15 on right. I'm away in trial.
Innocent or guilty?
I'm innocent. I'm innocent.
Near the zone, we got shakedown reaction from one inmate.
We don't have no problems back here. These folks coming up here antagonizing it. We ain't got no problems up here.
The inmate.
We ain't got no problem down here. These folk coming up here and attack like people are interrupting them at their house. Okay. Hey, Grandma 504, who that gay? It came from Cell 504. This some stuff. Ooh, child 504. Do you see how beautiful this lady's hair is? Did you see how it was just flowing, all that beautiful gray and white hair?
We interviewed on camera earlier this morning.
She seems serious as I don't know what. Sis
What do you
ain't
find in
playing.
the cell he shares with somebody else.
We collected 2 cell phones out of that cell.
You know anything about a couple of cell phones?
No name about no contraband. No name about
No contraband. I don't mess with them folk.
no contraband, no cell. I'm here away in trial.
In fairness, Natalie Ammons with the sheriff's office says there is no way to know if the cell phones belong to the inmate we interviewed, a cellmate, or someone else, and he was not charged with them.
What I want to know is on that table with all that stuff, it wasn't bagged and tagged individually. So how are you going to charge people? I guess maybe as they're pulling it out, they're going to photograph it. But once they got it on that big ass table, how are you charging individuals for weapons possession or drug possession unless they're cataloging it as they are retrieving it? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe they just want to clear it out rather than build additional cases. But
I guess this image puts a fine point on the danger faced by staff and inmates here in the Fulton County Jail. The sheriff's office says the jail staff does smaller shakedowns on a regular basis, but the last one of this magnitude was shortly before Thanksgiving. Live inside the Fulton County Jail, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
Mark, that is absolutely unbelievable. Not only the amount of stuff, but how they're getting it in. And we've been showing you the backstory on problems with drones, contraband, and inmates. Last month, Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie was with the Department of Corrections agents as they raided a drone repair shop in Gwinnett County called Thunder Drones. Agents arrested the owner, Robert Schwartz, and seized dozens of drones. They believe Schwartz has ties with gang members, and those drones were used to drop drugs and contraband into prisons.
Okay, Robert Schwartz. Robert Schwartz, we're gonna have to look you up, sir. We're gonna have to look you up because they say you was dropping drone droppings down into the yard over there in Fulton County. Mark Winnie was like live inside Fulton County Jail. Until next time. Girl, what was his name? Robert Schwartz. I'm gonna look up Robert Schwartz for a minute and see what we can find about when they actually the story when they arrested him. Let's see. Let's see. Are they gonna have anything with was his name Robert Schwartz? Robert Schwartz. Schwartz. Atlanta drone bust. Let's see. Drone repair shop owner arrested March 29th. Let's see. Okay. Mark Winnie again. Let me see if I can click on the story. The reporter is too much. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Is he saying he's innocent? Hold on a second, guys. I don't understand how when they drop the drones, like, how do they know, like, okay, my drop is coming through at 4:00, so stay away from it? Like, how do you know that that's your drop? That's your order coming through from the drone place. You know what I'm saying? And why does he have his merch? Why is he wearing his merch t-shirt on? Okay. Guys, this is what's going on in Fulton County right now. Okay. Can someone please drop the link to join? Okay, if no one drops it, look in you know what? Look in the description box. I think it's in there. Just scroll just a little bit and the member join link is in there, but I'll get it for you in just a minute, okay? If nobody else drops it beforehand. Okay. But it's also in the description box. Where's the sound? Oh, there it is.
To drop contraband into prisons. And they believe the owner of this drone. We begin with a Channel 2 Action News exclusive. Authorities say gangs are using drones to drop contraband into prisons. And they believe the owner of this drone repair shop and one of his workers are part of the
I need to probably get this off of YouTube. Okay, Queen Brielle, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, give me just a second. Let me get this.
Good evening,
Okay.
I'm George Estevez. Justin Farmer has a night off.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Stouffer. It's believed to be the largest criminal operation of its kind in Georgia history. Agents uncovered ecstasy, meth, guns, and cell phones at dozens.
Look how big these drones are.
Channel 2 investigative report.
So I wonder, are the drones flying over and dropping a payload into the yard, or is the drone like, are they actually landing that piece and taking off again? Like, are they just completely out of order? Did you see how big those damn drones were?
Reporter Mark Winnie is live tonight. Mark, this investigation focused on drone drops into
Can you
Georgia
guys hear?
prisons.
It doesn't sound loud.
And the key is what it kept out of Georgia prisons. Georgia Department of Corrections Special Agents says Operation Skyhawk culminated today with raids targeting one of many networks at the focus of the investigation. Networks including one involving a business called Thunder Drones and drone drops of drugs, cell phones, and more into Georgia prisons. Are you involved in drone drops of contraband into Georgia prisons?
Not that I know of. All we do is repair drones.
He said, not that I know of.
Communications with inmates within the Georgia Department of Corrections and their associates on the outside.
Including gang members?
Absolutely. About making drone drops, contraband drops.
You don't know who you're repairing them for, who you're providing?
Wait a second. Look at the guy. Look at the very inconspicuous man back here in the black suit and black vest. Like, don't put the camera on me. I'm undercover, sir. Like, don't film me. Okay, hold on. I don't like this. I guess I'm on channel 2 and it's not streaming amazingly, but okay, we'll get it. We'll get it popping in a second. Okay. Hold on. I tell you. Okay, is it coming back? All right, 1 second, guys. Okay. All right, I can't play with it because once I get it back going again, it's like WSB TV. Okay.
Into prison. And they believe the owner of this drone repair shop and one of his workers are part of the operation.
Yeah, it's okay. I was about to say it's got to be the website. Look at the anchors, guys.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Stouffer. It's believed
The guy over to the on my left, notice his eyebrows. I mean, you might not be able to. Let me make it big. He looks like he got his eyebrows done.
be the largest criminal operation of its kind in Georgia history. Agents uncovered ecstasy, meth, guns, and cell phones at dozens of prisons. New at 6, Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live tonight. Mark, this investigation focused on drone drops into Georgia prisons.
And the key is what it kept out of Georgia prisons. Georgia Department of Corrections Special Agents says Operation Skyhawk culminated today with raids targeting one of many networks at the focus of the investigation. Networks including one involving a business called Thunder Drones and drone drops of drugs, cell phones, and more into Georgia prisons. Are you involved in drone drops of contraband into Georgia prisons?
Not that I know of. We all
Okay.
repair drones.
He was in communications with inmates within the Georgia Department of Corrections and their associates on the outside,
Including gang members?
absolutely, about making drone drops, contraband drops.
You don't know who you're repairing them for, who you're providing them to?
Most of our business is consumer business. We've repaired drones for local Atlanta and interstate.
We did electronic interceptions.
So basically, they're saying that they traced it back to him. All right.
Inmates and associates of inmates.
Have you broken the law?
No, sir.
The message that Governor Kemp gave me a year ago when I took over this job to crack down on gangs and
Georgia.
That's exactly what we're doing here.
Georgia Department of Corrections.
All right, I can't take it's lagging so much. It's like it's too much. I'm gonna have to find this video. I'll find this video in a second and then we'll watch it on YouTube. This is streaming through the news, and I don't know, it's lagging too much. So I'm not sure why, but I'll have to find it elsewhere. Okay. All right, let's pivot, but you guys get the idea of what's going on here. Look at, we have new members. Codename Melanin Monroe. Thank you, sis. So you found it. Thank you. Thank you to whoever dropped it, or if you found it in the description box. I appreciate it. Queen Brielle, thank you. Christine, thank you for the sticker. Thank you so much. Grandma 504, why did they call you out like that over there at the jail? They said it was in cell 504. Put some respect on that 504, right? Glass half full. Thank you for the sticker. Purely CJ, this is some stuff. Ooh, child. Okay. And thank you to right out the gate. We have 10 new members. So if you benefited from that, from Onions Under Sonya'S Eye and CA 1983, thank you so much to our good sisses who gifted some friends in the chat. So thank you, and to our new members. Okay. All right, let's keep going. I hate that this is lagging so much. Let me try it one more time and see if it's going to do good. But if not, you guys get the picture of what's going on here.
Corrections agents thundered into a business called Thunder Drones in Gwinnett County.
Mm.
Armed with a search warrant and arrest warrant for Robert Schwartz involving drone drops of contraband
Ooh,
into Georgia prisons. He says drones shown us outside Thunder Drone.
Gwinnett County. Okay, so that's not Fulton County, obviously. I had to think for a second. I was like, could he be in a RICO? Because if they feel like he is funneling to gangs, you already know what's going to happen with that. Look at these drones.
And if the allegations prove true in court, he anticipates Schwartz will be dropping into prison for an extended stay.
This will be the largest gang RICO case in the history of the state of Georgia.
Ooh.
And it originated by the men and women here at Georgia Department of Corrections.
The commissioner says prosecutors are working with GDC special agents to ask grand juries across the state to return RICO and gang indictments against Schwartz and many others.
If you face gang and/or RICO charges, what's your response?
All I do is repair drones. I've been doing it. I've been repairing radio control things for 50 years. I don't know what they're even here for.
We stopped roughly 170 prison drops during the course of this investigation.
GDC Special Agent Greg.
I mean, did he think, you know how they always say, did he really think he was going to get away with that? Like, by the time they came in to swoop into the business park and to start to take all of his, like, take his shop apart, they probably sent someone in there undercover. Like, you know what I'm saying? By the time they come in, they already know what they know about you. Like, they probably have intercepted phone calls. They probably sent in somebody with some sort of recording device to say, hey, I need to get something over to and they intercepted all of that. They said this is going to be the largest gang RICO cell phones, pills, weed, everything. Okay. Let me get up off of channel 2. Channel 2 has high memory usage. That's what it's telling me right now.
Investigation started in November 2022. Led to the recovery of lots of drugs, including 51 pounds of what appeared to be ecstasy. But while they are not lab tested yet, Phillips says he believes many of the pills contain deadly fentanyl. He says takedowns outside prisons during the investigation, Operation Skyhawk, yielded 22 guns he believes were intended for security for the drone operations. And 273 cell phones were recovered before they made it into prisons, with a prison value of contraband totaling around $7 million.
We've arrested 146 individuals
What?
associated with contraband drops. Out of those 146, 8 of them are correctional officers or were.
Stop it.
In drone drops into state prisons. Is that a yes or no?
No comment.
No comment. Did you break the law?
No.
The commissioner says Thunder Drones employee Nelda Albert was also arrested on charges related to drone drops of contraband and inmate communications. Commissioner Oliver says the second raid was on Schwartz's home.
Damn.
A drone this size could actually lift a human being. You believe
Stop
this was
it.
part of the operation? Don't know yet. Still early in investigation.
Gloves are off. There's full transparency. We know we have an epidemic in our prisons with contraband, and we're going to go get it.
Phillips says in a briefing he reminded officers the raids were on Maundy Thursday, day of Christ's Last Supper.
It represents humility and selflessness and service to others.
Feel like you fulfilled that today?
Absolutely.
Now, Commissioner Oliver says while 8 GDC officers were arrested in the investigation, it was
They went on the anniversary of the Last Supper. They were not, they on purpose. Oh, clearly. I mean, they were like, okay, we going on Last Supper Day. We gonna handle this business, okay? Mm-mm-mm. This damn thing is taking up a lot of memory to stream. That's probably why everybody puts their stuff to YouTube. Okay, it's basically over. Let me click out of that. That page is no bueno and it is taking up a lot to stream. Okay. All right, let's pivot. Okay. Yesterday was a very interesting phone call, to say the least. Sonya was running her mouth. It was one of those days where Sonya was running that yappa. Okay. Sonya was talking all kinds of cold cash about lots of people. She was running her yapper about some real estate and the Ohio days and everything. Okay. Sis doesn't know how to shut her mouth. So we're here today. Okay. And we're going to talk about it. The funny thing or the irony for me was how she talked about how her father said that a man should be able to have as many women as he can afford. Meanwhile, you're talking to a broke ass bum, okay? Which means he should have nothing. Why are you there? If his wife left him, what makes you think you special? And if, to your dad's point, that a man should have as many women as he can afford, if he's sitting up here talking about how you can't afford him, and it really is he can't afford you, who's the fool? Who is Boo Boo the fool in this equation? Sonya gives Boo Boo the fool all day. Okay. All right. My God. If Sonya was in a mafia family, they would have. She better be somebody's sister, like Tony's sister. Remember Tony's sister? Like, let's talk about that for a second. You remember Tony's sister? Like, they had enough of her. Remember that? Sis lasted how many seasons? The one who was dating the guy who everybody couldn't stand him either. I can't remember her name. But she was very much annoying, and they finally had to let her go. Wait, Janice. Yes, she's Janice. She is Janice. Oh my God. No, I think it was Janice. Adriana was somebody else. The Sopranos, such a good show. Okay. It was Janice. It was crazy Janice. And then Janice had the boyfriend who was equally annoying. And they actually killed Janice's boyfriend. And then she went absolutely bananas. Adriana. I think Adriana was a cousin because, well, she wasn't a cousin. She was the girl. Adriana was the one who was dating Tony's little cousin, Moltisanti, right? Richie. Was it? Yeah, she was with Richie. That's right. Okay. But Adriana, she was the one who was, they killed her too, right? Girl, everybody died in the Sopranos by the time Christopher Moltisanti's girlfriend. Yes. Remember when Christopher and who was it? They were out there in the woods. That was the best episode. Oh my God. The woods. That was that was my show. Any of you guys who watched Nurse Jackie? So let me tell you some of my favorite shows before we get started. The Sopranos. Damn. If you ever watched it was called Rome. It was like maybe 2 or 3 seasons. Handmaid's Tale, Westworld, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, The Sopranos, Nurse Jackie. I mean, these are like some of my all-time, The Shield, like my all-time favorites that I could just watch over and over and over and over again anytime, right? Those are like my favorites. Those are Dexter, of course. Those are like what comes front and center, front of mind. Those are like just off rip. When The Wire, I never got into The Wire because I think at the same time The Shield was going on. But I think if you loved The Wire, you'd probably love The Shield and vice versa because I heard The Wire was really, really good. And I was always told, like, if you love The Shield, you'll love The Wire because it's like the opposite side where The Shield were the dirty cops, and The Wire, the flip side. Weeds was so good. Weeds was amazing. Weeds was really good the first couple of seasons, but then, of course they jumped the shark. It got bad. I heard Ozarks was good too, but I never watched it. Oz I watched a little bit. Shameless I heard was good. um Handmaid's Tale, we're waiting. Westworld, I was very disappointed with last season. I'm going to just be honest. Snowfall, I have not gotten into it. As my kid has gotten older, it's hard to watch certain things because I can't always watch stuff when she's awake. We are not one of those households where we just like watch anything in front of our kid. So I started trying to watch it one day and I was like, okay, this is like a after 11 o'clock type situation. Which is why Bridgerton, I could barely watch. I had to watch it on my damn iPad and breaking my neck because they had so many. Downton Abbey is amazing. Bridgerton, I watched, and I live in Mecklenburg, Charlotte, Mecklenburg. And I love Bridgerton, okay? But because they are, there's sex scenes aplenty, and then there's homosexuality that's played out in sex scenes that I just don't want in the living room. I don't want the straight scenes nor any of the sex scenes are just too much, and you never know when they're going to happen. So sometimes I don't watch certain things. I can't get into it because when I want to watch it, it's too early. You know what I'm saying? So I have to watch it later. Because there's no warning that they're getting ready to have like a damn orgy or something happening in the next scene. You know what I mean? So Downton Abbey was pretty harmless to watch. Bridgerton, that you never knew what was going to be happening next. Okay. You never knew. So Game of Thrones, yes. I loved Game of Thrones. Again, I watched Game of Thrones all the way through. I wish like season 1, season 2, like it was so good. Season 1, season 2, isn't every show like amazing? Season 1, season 2, and then sometimes it just goes to another place. Like Westworld was so good, season 1 and season 2, and then The Tudors, so good. If you watch The Tudors, you would love Rome. I think Rome it was either on HBO or Cinemax. Yeah, Game of Thrones, all of that. Amazing, 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 amazing. I heard Boardwalk Empire was good too. I never watched that. The Shield was excellent. Season 1, I think all the way through 6. The Shield, I'm telling you, I'm not going to say it was my absolute favorite, but as far as like a show that was consistently good every single season was The Shield. It never disappointed. Spartacus was so good. Yes. Hey Q, they fumbled the ending of Game of Thrones. I was very disappointed. Homeland, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And they filmed a lot of that here in Charlotte. They used to film that downtown. They filmed that in the park. They filmed a lot in Charlotte. Guess they filmed in some other places too, but they filmed a lot of which season was that? They filmed most of the seasons here. The last season, no, not so much. I think they had finally finished, but like the first 2-3 seasons, they filmed a lot here. Dexter was amazing, but it sucked. by the end. It was horrible. Season 1, 2, 3 was really good. But by after season 3, it tanked. I heard that I never watched The Leftovers, but I heard it was good. House of Dragons, I did not watch that. Hey, Ms. P. The writer's strike, the pandemic, messed up a lot of things, but shit happens, right? Bear was excellent. Okay. Shogun, Queen of the South. I knew that from the telenovela La Reina del Sur. So I know the story, but I never watched the American version. I liked Bridgerton a lot, but I couldn't watch it when I wanted to watch it. Like when I do some of my TV watching is like in the kitchen when I'm cooking, and I've kind of replaced that with YouTube now because it's like with some of these shows, they got so much going on, and I got a 12-year-old, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't have that stuff on. You never know if the episode's going to be like family, not so much family friendly. I don't care about cursing. But some of these like very graphic sex scenes, I don't want in my kitchen. American Gods is good. First season. I hadn't seen that either. Walking Dead. I couldn't get into Walking Dead. I heard it was good. Ruthless Business. So many good shows, guys. So if you're getting some recommendations for what fellow Bougie gang were enjoying or are enjoying, Bates Motel. I was watching the reunion the other day. I watched that the first and second season. That let me tell you, we would have to talk about that one day just to stand alone talk about that because mm-mm. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Let's see. Hopefully, maybe I need to close out some more windows. That damn Channel 2 news was draining my memory or whatever. I don't know what was going on, but that thing was pulling a lot to run it. Let's see if this is going to do better.
Call between Nesto and Sonya made on July 15th, 2023. Sonya talks about Roswell PD, Fulton County, and a house that she supposedly owns.
I love how Shay says a house she supposedly owns. Very, very interesting. A nice little precursor to what is in store, because does Sonya really own that house or does Sonya not? Any of you guys who may have tuned in to Grown Woman Vibes last night, sis had some very good information debunking some of that claim to ma'am's alleged ownership of said property. So if you did not check out Grown Woman Vibes last night, go and check it out because Sonya, stop lying, sis. You don't have to lie to kick it. What's wrong with you? Okay? Stop lying.
Also talks about her dad and says he had a double life. Take a listen.
Hello?
Okay, go ahead. You got to
Hi,
start driving.
Bougie.
Yeah, start driving, huh?
No, she's not there yet.
Okay, so he's speaking on it. That's how I feel right now. I feel like I've been crossed out. It sounds like I've crossed the line or something. I ain't lying to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's how I feel. I feel like something This is not making no sense to me. I've been out here all this time, and nobody had no complaints.
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, but you know what? Like I told you, and I know that you wasn't staying there or around there, but that girl was in that city that's bored as hell, and they be trying to find something, just find something,
Yeah.
because they ain't got nothing going on. I'm telling you, if he took that same situation in Atlanta, they would have told him to come somewhere, man. We got too much to worry about. What you trying to have us do? Man, we too busy. But what they doing in Roswell? Nothing. Ain't nothing going on. I might get a couple domestic calls or maybe a burglary, but nothing. Nothing. They ain't doing nothing in Roswell. And that's some thirsty ass people that love to just, and it's a white city, so you already know how they looking. Ooh, come on, let's fuck with somebody. We ain't had a case. We ain't had nobody in our jail longer than 2 days. Cause all we get is
Like, it does not take her but like 2.5 seconds to get that shit rolling. You know what I mean? Sonya needs no encouragement whatsoever to cap. She needs none whatsoever. She's ready to go. If you got a problem, sis can solve it, and she's gonna cap for that ass as hard as possible. Imagine.
a couple drunk drivers, couple driving in a suspension. That's what the most excitement we ever see. We got time. We got time to go dig and look for shit because we ain't got nothing else going on in this city. Nothing. We got time to concoct shit and everything. So you gotta think about it. Everything they trying to do, none of that shit could have ever happened in Roswell. So why is Roswell investigating that shit? That don't even make sense. Cities don't investigate shit that happen outside their city. Why are you investigating things that I don't live there, I don't do business there. I might drive through the city going somewhere, but that's what the most time ever spent in the city is driving through to get to another side of town. Other than that, nothing is done in Roswell, but Roswell want to, investigate somebody.
I get it. Okay. What
But
else?
that's cool. Keep investigating whatever you want to investigate. Ain't shit.
It's like, okay, he said he's over there meek and all like, okay, all right. So what else is going on? It's like she's the type of person, we all know one person, right? Who not to get them started. Like, not to say Biden. Not to say Trump. Not to say the economy. You know exactly what not to say to that one person that gets them talking for like an hour where you're just kind of like, oh my God, I just got another call. I gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, she is that person. She is that person. She is that one. And this sorry sack of shit doesn't have anything else going on for him. So he has no choice but to talk to her. It is really pathetic, in my opinion, because it's like, damn, if this was under regular circumstances, he wouldn't even be talking to her. She's a nut job.
What to talk about?
They had an article last night on the news talking about the jail.
Which one?
Fulton, talking about how that shit.
Fulton stay in fucking the news.
No, this shit serious. This is real serious right now. This shit serious.
Yeah, but they need to just let everybody out and then
Could you shut up and let the man talk? He's probably trying to talk to you about what we just watched, which I think what we just watched happened a minute ago. But at the end of the day, actually, maybe that was 4 or 5 days ago. That was pretty recent. But, there's been stuff happening for a while now, some unrest and violence. She won't shut the fuck up. She's one of these people. It's like, sis, could you shut up?
and then that sheriff want $5 million or $3 billion to build a new fucking jail.
Oh, Pat Labat.
Yeah, well, of course, though. Yeah, because you know what? That's great. They're getting a lot of lawsuits from the conditions of the jail.
Yeah.
As they should. They should investigate the city. and the damn jail, the whole county, the prosecutor's office, all of them need to be investigated. All of them. Shady ass place.
Yeah. Okay, so all right, so right now, your biggest thing is now that you're cool, everything good, you're trying to figure out your next plan, which I know you're gonna do.
I was thinking that when I was walking in the house today, like,
Yes,
let
what?
me get my money situation together.
You're working
But
around.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna call.
So he's trying to talk to her. He's leading up to something. And once again, here she goes.
My attorney Monday. I'm gonna drop the paperwork so I can get that quiet title back, so then I can do the other thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta acquire my title back, and then I'm gonna sell the house.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hopefully I can sell it if I can get 100,000 after cost. I'm good. Because Quentin said people been offering $1 million for that house, and I only owe $310,000 on it.
Yeah.
Yep. Quentin said people want to buy that house bad because where it sits.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. So more the merrier. Shit, I get 5 for it. I don't necessarily want to get a man. I know it'll move faster.
So I needed to look up because I didn't understand or know what a freaking quiet title was. Whatever it is, it sounds weird. So of course, sis had to look it up. A quiet title. Let's take a look. So this is on the page of a law firm, but we'll go to see what else we can find. But we're on a website. Hold on one second. It's the Carson Law Firm. The purpose of a quiet title action. A quiet title action can be used for a number of reasons, just a few of which are listed below. To clarify ownership of property, to declare an improperly written deed invalid, to strip an old payoff mortgage from the property, to end a boundary line dispute, to establish or remove an erasement or right to access property, to resolve a break in the chain of title to a property. The process of quiet title action is brought just like a regular lawsuit in a court of common pleas. The plaintiff or petitioner is required to obtain a preliminary judicial report from the title company, which will show all of the owners and lien holders with a interest in the property. Once all parties are served with the complaint, they will have an opportunity to defend their interest in the property. The plaintiff will then present their case as to who should be declared the owner of the property and whosoever interest should be removed from the property. After the hearing, the court will produce the judgment that can be recorded in the recorder's office, which lists the owners of the property and all of the valid liens and mortgages against the property. So basically, a quiet title to me, I'm going to just kind of my understanding is maybe you don't have enough evidence or enough documentation to actually put a lien, but you may have something that gives you interest and you're putting what's called a quiet title. So I guess if the person passes away or if they go to sell it, you basically have almost like a quasi lien. I would say like a quote unquote quasi lien. It's placing you on the scene. So if anything were to try to be done with the title, they have to get in contact with you, which is crazy. So I don't know. It's really what's going on with people and liens and quick claims and all kinds of weird shit that people are doing to claim property is absolutely, I mean, I guess it's necessary for some reasons, but we all know that there is an abuse of the legal system. And Sonya seems to have a keen awareness of what to do to be an annoyance out here, right? So anyway, let's proceed. But she was mentioning a quiet title. I didn't know what a quiet title was. I've never heard of such a thing. But, if anything, again, what this case has taught us is a lot. A lot of things that some of us may or may not have known. So if any of you did not know what quiet title was, it's a legal maneuver. Okay. All right, let's get back into it.
No,
that's true.
600 is good. I'll take that.
So she's July 15th. She's talking about this house that she has to go put a quiet title on. And she's talking about what she's going to do with the money.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
Yep, and he dicked the shit out of what's the name there? Whatever that helper name is. I need to go on the site and check my account anyway. I'm trying to take her payment stuff off the thing. But you know what? You have to pay that note. That dumbass. She need to pay rent. But she need to pay rent. Yep, so I'm gonna go and get the quiet time.
Sonya is so angry and bitter. She's such a it's just another reason why Sonya is single. It's like reason number 27. Why is Sonya single? Sonya is bitter and mean. Okay. She's bitter and mean, and she's an unhappy wench. Okay. So this is very unhappy.
Title back on that. And then I'll put it on the market.
Oh, that'll go quick.
Yeah, it'll go quick.
But people want to move there like that?
Where it sits in a historical area where there's nothing but the botanical gardens, the automobile museum, Cleveland Case Western Reserve, which is one of the biggest private colleges where doctors and stuff go to. It's all right there. It sits right there, and right there by the Veterans Hospital. And there's a church next door, a really nice church, where all the politicians and judges and stuff go to the church.
It sit on land by itself?
Yeah.
It's not on the side?
No, it's no subdivision. It's in the city of Cleveland. It's not in the suburbs.
Oh, it's in the
city. It's in the city of Cleveland, yeah.
So you got land, you can park a big old thing out there and everything?
Could I put an RV in the backyard?
Yeah.
It's big enough. Chuck built this big ass 3-car garage addition with an upstairs loft to it.
Okay.
My father, when he gets houses, he likes to just go in and do shit to it. So he did all of that. It's a 3,000 square foot house, something like that. It looks similar to the house that I showed you that I grew up in. It's
similar to that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so what did you decide to do about them headlights? Hello? Is anybody there?
I mean, so what did you decide to do about your headlights? It's like, sir, you're not my husband. Sonya is so stupid. It's like every damn conversation, they just want to talk about her damn breasts. And it's like, sir, why don't you leave it alone? She clearly doesn't care. Let her go ahead and trigger some sort of autoimmune response or rejection to those things. Just let her keep living her life the way she wants to. Because you're someone else's husband. You should really mind your business at this point.
I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead. What you say?
I'm going to get
You gonna what?
I'm gonna get them fixed.
Oh.
They haven't bothered me, but I'm going to get them fixed.
Okay, all right, okay. I'm just trying to make sure. I got to check all corners, square footage.
All corners and square footage.
Square footage that you got going on. Yeah.
All corners and square footage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, exactly.
But you getting yourself ready to go?
Rent. Oh, it's 4,000 square feet. That's how big the house is. It's 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 4,000 square feet. Yeah. Mhm.
And they want
Yep.
for a 4-bedroom. They were how much? 500.
So Zillow is saying it's worth $400,000. I owe $310. But because again where it's sit in the area of where it's at, my brother said I could get more for it. They said if the range is up to $444,000 is the range.
So
I just need to understand how if you owe a certain amount of money and that was part of your bankruptcy, was that supposed to be part of the bankruptcy that she was alleging that she couldn't get that house from up under her for 20 years? If that's your house, you have a mortgage on it. Why is there it's just not possible that you have a mortgage on a house that you don't have a deed in your name. Why do you need to put a quiet deed on something? You could not transfer deed and title onto something that you still hold a mortgage on. I don't think that that's possible. How does someone else, how do you have to go get a quiet deed on something you have a mortgage to? That just doesn't make any sense. I know people like this whole conversation about how you never own anything. Let me tell you something. You own your home. The bottom line is we don't own, even if you own your parcel of land, we don't own this municipality. So there's your land, there's your city, there's your county. At the end of the day, even your piece of the pie that sits in a city or sits in the county or whatever, you got to pay taxes. You want your toilet to flush? Guess what? You got to pay taxes for water. You got to pay for the infrastructure system that runs your water, that runs your electricity, that runs the police over here. We got to pay. We got to pay for this. If you want to go live off the grid, you still, if you want to buy that little piece of off the grid, just understand you might have minimal taxes, but at the end of the day, you won't have water. You're going to have your solar panels outside, and you're going to have the truck come in to build you a dirt road. Okay. You want to live on these good paved streets? You want that nice clean water that has been filtered for pee pee and poo poo and dirt and all kinds of shit in it? You want to have access to the city? You got to pay taxes. That's what it's called. Okay. You want to go live somewhere where there's no taxes? Good luck finding it. Okay. Go find that place. Right. At the end of the day, I got a deed with my name on it. Okay. The mortgage, the bank does not own your home. Let's dispel that myth. The banks do not own your home. When you close on your house, you have a deed, and the deed has your name on it. What the deed has on it is called a lien, which means that if you are selling your home, that there's a certain amount of money that has to be allocated prior to the transfer of property. So just like she's talking about this quiet title, banks have a lien against the property so that the mortgage gets paid off before you can transfer the property. Banks don't own your home. You own your home. So people who don't own homes and people that love to poo-poo the American dream or purchasing real estate or purchasing land love to run around with this fake explanation about how you'll never own anything just so they can feel better of having zero assets, okay? Period.
You asked the 6 for it.
Yeah, that's right.
But what about you got to go in there and read for that and get some old stuff?
That's why I wouldn't. I would only sell it for right. I would only sell it for either $4 or $450 because it do need a kitchen. But I could put a kitchen in that bitch and make the bathrooms and stuff are nice. He redid everything. He redid everything in that house. But I think the one thing he didn't do, I think, is the heating system. There's something with the heating system. It's on a third of an acre. It was built in 1913.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was sold to me in 2005. That's how long I've had the house. Since 2005. Almost 20 years. That a bitch.
Yeah, but
If you guys go into my Patreon, when Sonya went to jail, Sonya had a dispute with some people over some sort of a claim or a deed. This is part of Sonya's MO, okay? I'm gonna have to go back through that again, but if you're in Patreon, there is a post called the Ohio Years, and it's the situations leading up to Miss Ma'am and spending some time over there at the Women's Correctional Facility. And there's some sort of dispute over some title. I don't know if that has anything to do with this, but it's weird to me that now all of a sudden, like out of all of this man's children, can we talk about that? This man has a host. You know how they say in obituary, the host of children? This man has a host of children. How are you the one who has to go and put the quiet title out there? And this wasn't property that was bequeathed to everybody, okay? And considering you barely talked to the man on what you say his deathbed, how are you the one? Who made you HNIC of the Durham estate? And why are you trying to sell it to get the most? Meanwhile, this man got a bunch of kids. Okay? How are you the one? It just sounds like some bull.
The note ain't been paid on it. The equity go to.
Oh, it's been paid. No, it's been paid. It's current. Oh, the house is current.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she pays the note every month. Even if I threatened her and told her not to, she's been paying the note every month, every cent. Yeah, it's current. She paid June. She paid May, June, and July. She paid 3 months. Like a month ago, she paid 3 notes.
Oh, okay.
Yep, she sure did.
And she's 70.
Yeah, my father was. I think she was born. My mother was 47. She, I think, was born in 1948 or 1949. So what does that make her? Because I know she's a little bit younger than my mother, and my mother was born in 42. So let's say 2023 minus 19. Let's say she was born in 48. So she's about 75.
Good.
I mean, this man got so many damn kids. Vonda.
75 years old. Where's she gonna go?
Hold on a second. How many? This man had Vonda, Audrey, Sonya, Quentin, Tanya, Trisha, Leah, Natasha, Ryan, Joshua. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many different last names? Sessoms, Durham, Jackson, Johnson. 1, 2. Damn, 4 different last names. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have the Durham name. And then another 5. Then there's 1 with Sessoms, 1 Jackson, and 3 Johnsons. Okay. This man had all these children. Okay. Why are you the one? You're not even the oldest. How are you the one who has to go put the quiet claim?
She can go to her daughter's house. Her daughter got a house.
75. I can't even see that. I can't even see that far.
I know, right? He's gonna be old tail, 75. So let me tell you, that house was 75, 74 years old, but she's feisty and I'm telling you how she did the little beating at the house when my father, she waited till he couldn't talk no more. We already knew he was going to die, but he still was able.
But Sonya, you didn't talk to him. You said you didn't want to be phony. Shall we go back to that? Well, there's a whole call where you talked about you didn't want to be phony. You barely talked to him. He was trying to tell you that he loved you, and you said you weren't trying to be phony. And all the other girls were crying. Everybody was upset. And you basically said your goodbyes before it was like the goodbye. And you were like, I'm good about it. Like, it's okay. I'm not out here trying to be phony. Like, we didn't have that type of relationship. Like, it's just funny how like a year later from when you start talking to Nesto, like now all of a sudden it's some fond memories. But a year ago, girl, you didn't have much to say. And he was a bum, he was this, he was that, right?
Able to talk at one point. She waited till he got bedridden and couldn't talk and was about 100 pounds. Then she want to call some family meeting. Bitch, you and him been broken up over a year. Y'all ain't together. And now you want to call some meeting, and the whole meeting she want to talk about that house and the center that he had, which was the food bank, because he used to give food to the poor. And it was a shelter type thing that he ran for like 10 years. And she wanted her pause on both of those. That was all she talked about, and that was it. That was in the meeting. And I ended up cussing at her ass at the meeting and checking her. And what I should have did was I totally regret it. I should have stood up and spoke on her ass at the funeral, because she tried to sit there and try to like secure her ties with the city, because she knew he was very well, in tie with the city, and she was trying to just, secure her spot. So if she ever needed anything or needed any type of favor, political favor, she could get one. Talking about that, we were connected. We had a bond. Bitch, y'all wasn't married and y'all broke up a year ago. What are we talking about? You're an ex. You're an ex. And I'm saying, who lives off of that? Who does that? I don't care how long y'all dated. If he's still an ex. Y'all ain't together no more. That shit is done. I never got married.
Who lives off that? Who does that? You, Sonya, because guess what? You're dating or you're involved, you're friends with this man who is almost 60 years old. He's got 6 kids. And if by chance this man ever sees the light of day and has anything to speak of, you're not married to him either. Like you're onto the same track as your mama and your daddy. Okay. So what are you talking about? It's unfortunate that this lady, needed to deal with the likes of his kids and aka you, but at the end of the day, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like you're no better. Like, are you kidding me? And this lady was there for your dad till the end. So what are you talking about? Like you don't even have anybody. You're talking to some lady's husband over the telephone who's in jail. This lady at least had a relationship with your father, and you rejected your father on his deathbed. By that alone, you should get your ass beat by your sisters and your brothers.
Yeah. He had 3 babies on you, girl, please. Okay? 3 babies and 4 girlfriends. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here?
She's so rude. This woman is 55 years old at this time or 54 at this time. And you're talking on a woman who was there for your father till the day that he died. Your own mother wasn't even there for your father till the day he died. This lady is so damn bitter that people have things that she doesn't, like real relationships.
He had a whole house where he bought Jesse a whole house, and he used to go over there every night and be with her and the kids. Yeah.
If your dad wanted you to have that house, you wouldn't have to put a quiet claim. You wouldn't have to put a sneaky claim on it. Thank you, Vicky, for that. There was Keisha, Tisha, Linda, Felicia, Dawn, LaShawn, Inez, Alicia, Tracy, Stacy, Rhonda, Donna, Yolanda, Cookie. So I met her at the ice cream parlor. Whole faux show. Daddy was no good. Okay. Well, just like his daughter. Okay. Absolutely.
Oh, double life. Yeah, I went over there to go visit because she got my brother and my sister live. I say mother. So I used to go over there and hang out sometimes. And hang out with kids. And because they're Sydney's age. And so my father would pop up. I'm like, oh, what you doing here on Christmas? He said, so I don't say nothing. I ain't saying nothing. That ain't my business. But I'm just, that's why I was like.
Let me ask you a question, because I'm confused now. So for a man to have all that going on, okay, what religion that supposed to be? I mean, I'm just trying to really understand.
He was Muslim.
Okay. No,
and he told me My whole adult life, a man can have as many women as he can afford. He used to tell my boyfriends that when he used to meet them. And I used to look at him like, you really gonna say that? You really gonna tell him that? Like, that's not the agreement we have. So therefore, you can't say that.
You told your
So you
boyfriend?
damn sure. Yes. I said, you damn sure ain't gonna tell Jan that. That was his girlfriend name, right? You ain't gonna tell Jan that shit. That I can have as many women as I can afford.
So wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I'm trying to figure out what is wrong and what's right out here in this world out here.
Listen, everybody think different. That's all that is. Some people he still think certain ways. But at the same time, when he used to get caught, he used to sit there and cow down because she caught his ass on the phone talking all sweet to Josh's mom. And she came in the room and poured a gun out on his ass. And he was sitting in there like, and my brother had to come upstairs and talk her down because she was about to shoot his ass.
For real?
Uh-huh. I was like, please, you talk to her that I can have as many women as I want. He heard you on the phone trying to fuck you can. Jesse's sister. And then Jesse felt some kind of way. I said, Jesse, how do you not know he was fucking your sister?
Your daddy is
Wasn't shit. Let me say, my father wasn't shit. That was my example. That was my example. No, he liked playing games. That motherfucker played so many games. I'm surprised ain't nobody killed him or put him in jail. He played so many fucking games. It was sad. Yeah. And they say I act the most like him.
Oh my goodness.
They say, son, you act just like your father. I said, no, I don't. I do, but I don't. I said, I do, but I don't. I said, I care about, I don't want to fuck nobody over. I said, I have that. He don't give a shit. He will fuck you over and smile and be kicking it with you the next day. And knowingly that I just fucked you over. He would sit and stay with and be like, oh, we ain't going to talk about that. What you do yesterday? I be sitting there like, what? No, let's talk about the fact that you got this $30,000 copier in my name, and I had no idea. And IBM just called me about this shit. Oh, well, you see, I'm like, that's not how that works.
How did that transfer when you was a little girl to an adult? I mean, how did that happen?
I wonder if, I'm sure her siblings and family are listening to this. I wonder how they feel. I know it probably, Sonya just seems like that one in the family who they just expect this from, like off rip, like this they're not going to be surprised that this is happening. I just don't know that they appreciate it very much. I don't know. It's so embarrassing that she would. And I mean, obviously, this was a private conversation on a recorded line on a jail phone. But why are you talking so deep about family business to a man who is married to another woman? You're so stupid. Like, you have nothing to talk about. So, because you two love to gossip so much, you're gossiping on all them kids' daddy. Like, you don't have any of your business to share, but you're going to talk about how your dad wasn't shit. Like, it's just weird to me.
I mean, dealing with your dad.
So I didn't see a lot of stuff as a kid. I only used to go to work all the time, and a lot of stuff, like I knew he was fucking on his secretaries. That we did know. That he was fucking on his secretaries. We knew that. And we knew he fucked my mother's only female best friend, Dowager. He fucked her too. So our father liked to fuck. We knew that about him. He was a house. And so, and his birthday the day after mine. So, Virgo men ain't shit. I will tell you that. Virgo men ain't shit.
What about the women?
Oh my God.
Okay.
It varies because my sister's a Virgo and she got the same date as me. Tanya, you got the same birthday.
We're gonna just let this Virgo commentary ride. We're not gonna even, you know what I'm saying? Sonya can't she can't dim our light. Okay. There's, like I said, there's always one in the family. So as far as Virgos are concerned, we don't claim her and she don't claim us. And there's always going to be someone who tries to make their light shine brighter by dimming others. And that's okay. We're going to let her just talk her crazy talk for right now.
Birthday. And we're night and day.
Yeah,
we're told we ain't nothing alike at all. You know, we're nothing alike. Raised in the same house, same mama, same daddy, same birthday, nothing alike. We are night and day. We think totally different, period. She think more like my father, though. That's how she do, because she's always talk and lie on people and say, spread rumors about girls she didn't like. When AIDS came out, she used to always talk about this girl got AIDS and spread rumors. I'm like, you can't say that about somebody. Fuck that bitch. She used to tell everybody a certain girl got AIDS when the girl, we don't know what she got, you know, especially to sit there and say AIDS. When AIDS came out, she used to do shit like that. She used to fuck people's cars up. She do all kind of crazy shit and stayed fighting. Got mad in traffic about this one dude cut her off. She chased him down into one of the parking garages to put a gun on his ass. She crazy. Yeah, she be on one. She be on one. So it's totally different. I just be looking at her like, I can't hang out with you no more because you gonna have somebody like, I'm not about to sit here and fight and go like they pulled us to the side of the skate. We go skating faithfully go skating. They pulled us both to the side and said, we got one more time or we gonna be barred in the skating rink. And I looked at her like, because it wasn't me, it was her. But everything they said, Tanya and Sonya. That was the name that went together on everything. But it was always Tanya doing the shit. I'm on the other side being a good girl, you know, skating, and here Tanya drunk, high, and fighting on the other side. You know, because she's always drink and all. And I didn't start drinking until I was in my 40s. You know, she'd always be drunk, throwing up in toilets, smoking weed, all of that shit. Damn. I was smoking weed.
So Sonya didn't start drinking until she was in her 40s. I thought she said she didn't drink at all, but she decided, like, to her point, who starts doing this and that in their 50s? So you're saying that Nesto, it's not possible for him to be guilty of any of his charges because who starts doing something? Who waits till their 50s to get started doing something new, right? Who waits till they're 40 to start drinking? How about that? Can you tell me? Oh, okay. But you started drinking. You said you didn't drink. Now you actually confessed in a jail phone call on a recorded line that you actually started drinking in your 40s. Okay. Thank you.
Drinking, I was opposite of her. Complete opposite. She liked to fight. I don't like to fight. She likes to call girls bitches hoes. I don't like to do that. She likes to put her hands on her men. I don't do that shit at all. Like, she's so opposite of me. But the Virgo men, Tamara's dad is a Virgo. The ex from high school is a Virgo. The doctor, the white boy I used to date, Virgo.
She's so angry. Why would you tell someone all of this?
Don't do Virgo.
But you're attracted to Virgo.
No.
Okay.
No, Virgo men don't fuck around with Virgo. Don't go nowhere near a Virgo man. Period. Ever. Stay away from him. Period. They ain't shit. My father, Virgo man. But you know what? My brother's a Virgo. Okay. And Quentin is a good guy, I would say. He's a good guy. He don't fuck people over. He got a good heart. And he is such an easygoing person. You know what I'm saying? He don't fight. He don't argue. And he's so business driven. He don't even date, which is sad because this man has no kids, never been married. And I'm like, you're about to grow old and it's just you. Like, how do you spend your every moment always thinking about money? And you're trying to earn money for a female, but by the time you get the money you think you should have, you're going to be too old. You'll be too old to enjoy it because you're about to be 50, you're probably about 55, so you'll be 54. How are you going to be, you know, damn near 60? You know, it's like you, and he keeps trying to tell my son this, you know, get all this money so you can have any woman you want. I said, no, Tamara. I said, that's not what you want. Get somebody that wants you for you. I said, because you can lose everything tomorrow and then she's going to be gone and you're emotionally invested into this woman. Or the next dude can pull up. You worth $2 million. This nigga can pull up. He worth $10 million. Where's she going? You got to worry about her in that room with all these other millionaires who you associate with that she going to just flock over to because you know she only with you for your money. I said, that's not smart. I said, date somebody that likes you for you, not for your pocket. That's what you do. Don't listen to Quentin on that. That's dumb. Because money ain't always happiness. Being rich ain't always happiness. And being rich ain't always security. You can lose it. Millionaires go broke a lot.
I'm broke.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, you get me. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts when you have.
She said millionaires go broke a lot. Was Nesto trying to put himself in the company of millionaires? She said millionaires go broke a lot, and he said, "I'm broke, sir. You're not a millionaire. What is you talking about?" These people are so stupid. Yeah, you ain't no millionaire, okay? All right. Unbelievable. Yes, this bum got some nerve. Lots and lots and lots of nerve. When was Nesto a millionaire? He was never. Ooh, that's a mugshot. Or that was her penitentiary improv her penitentiary photo. When they took all that weave out. Okay. Okay, Shantae.
Somebody you think that's on your team, but you realize it was not on your team.
A
You know,
dollar
it was
error.
just
He
on
don't
your
even
bank
have a
account.
dollar.
That's it. And I said, to much you don't want that. And then that's not even necessarily happiness because y'all could both sit in the house, you super rich, but y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just sitting there, just looking at each other like, well, the bills are paid, you know, and you just sitting there like, it's just vanilla. It's like no excitement, no fun, no, you know what I'm saying? There's just nothing. It's just the bills are paid and money is in the bank and the car outside is pretty. You know, it's just like, I dated Rick, and it just wasn't fun, you know? And then a lot of times, unless you make it together, that's the best way to be. I told myself, you don't get it together. Because then you know that person likes you for you. It ain't no holding nothing over somebody's head, you know? It's pure. Y'all grind and get it together. And then when it's split, then y'all split it even. You ain't feeling bad. If I got to give you half, that's fine because you helped me make this. But if I got to give you half and bitch, you met me and I was rich, that's a problem. So it just makes sense to just be on the same. We both making 20 and then we grow to make $1 million. That's the best way to be. Or be a little bit. It don't make sense to, and I told Quentin, my son that. I said, don't listen to him. Quentin don't know what the stuff he's talking about. And that's why he go to work every day, all day, and he got nothing. He looks back and all his memories is on the job site. He got no life memories other than being on the job site, working on this house, building this house, working on that house. He do great work, wonderful work. But that's all he do. That's it.
So what you think the next big thing for him?
I don't know. Quentin needs to be on. Listen, AI is about to, like, they're trying to make AI robots take over everything. You know, that's that thing.
Oh, intelligence.
Artificial intelligence. Yeah, they're trying to have that be the thing. You know, and then Bitcoin. Somebody just bought all the Bitcoin. So with the money, it's hard to see. It's hard to see because you really don't know where we're about to go. The dollar is depleting. You know, look at the presidency we're about to have. Who's going to win? Well, Biden can't win because and they be using the fake Biden. They be putting a mask on this dude, and they be a fake Biden showing up to places because maybe the real Biden's mind is fucking gone, but they're not going to tell us that. So after the next election, they're using the man. So this is a Biden. When Biden goes out, and you could tell it's not really him. And you can see that the person's wearing one of those masks. You know, in Hollywood, how they put those masks on people's faces and make them look like a whole different person.
Yeah.
That's how the dude be looking. You can see how his forehead, the skin on his forehead, and in the back of the neck, you could tell it's a mask.
My mic was off. You wish Sonya would go live again? She will. You know, she's very predictable in that way. She'll be back. Papa was a Rolling Stone, 10 kids and many, many women. And Nesto is worth the balance on his global he's not even worth that. I mean, really, that's not even liquid. I don't think you can can you even cash out on that? Nesto is worth the balance on his global link account, and that fluctuates more than the stocks minus 5% they take upon release. Oh, so they will liquidate that asset. Okay, they will liquidate that ass. Okay. Okay. So I guess they get to take their money with them. All right, we're almost done here. Will the video play. Okay, let's
Still
see.
got on.
Are you serious?
Yes, they don't always have Biden showing up at those events. And I don't know if it's because of medical reasons or because his mind is gone, he gonna fuck up or what. But Biden don't always be Biden when he shows up to these places. It be somebody else. And they think we stupid. But they're controlled by the elite anyway. All of the politicians are controlled by the elite. And the elite design how they want the country to run. They own the country. This country is owned by people. And they just let us think we own this house. They let us think we own this land. Which you never do anyway, because if you don't pay your county taxes, you don't come in and take it.
Well, if you don't have your registration, if you don't have insurance, I mean, I hate to be one of those, but it's like one of these. If you don't want these type of problems, then you either don't have to participate or you go to somewhere where the stipulations and the laws are different. You know what I'm saying? But it's no coincidence that everybody flocks over here. Okay? Because for as bad as you want to think it is, it's, trust me, worse in other places. You want to talk about not owning something where you can own something and someone will just come bust your door down and just take it and take your whole family out along with it. So at the end of the day, this woman doesn't even know what the hell she's talking about. But this, she's dumb. She's dumb and ridiculous.
It ain't
Dumb
yours.
and
They
ridiculous.
could come in, they could tell you what color to paint it. It ain't yours. They could tell you we need those driveways asphalt instead of cement. That shit ain't yours.
Well, don't buy in a neighborhood with an HOA. You know what I mean? That's an option. When you're looking for a house, you don't have to buy a house that has an HOA. You don't have to buy a house with a cement driveway. You can go ahead and have a dirt road and live out in the country if you want to. This woman doesn't own shit. She doesn't even have anything. It's like, and you're talking to a bum bigamist on 40 RICO charges in the jail. You sound stupid.
They tell your grass gotta be cut every week. That shit ain't yours. So how I'm gonna pay $1 million for this piece of land and you can come over and dictate how my shit's supposed to look and how
She's
I'm supposed
so
to do this, that, and
angry.
the other. That's not ownership. So I just gave you
I wonder if when she was a baby, they dropped her on her head or something, or they left her somewhere because she's so mad. Sis mad. Sis just wants to argue. She's mad. She stays mad. Sonya needs some dick. That's what Sonya needs. Sonya needs a boyfriend. Sonya needs a man in her life because I tell you what, Nesto ain't cutting it. Okay? Sis stay mad.
$1 million for this land and it really ain't mine. I could lose it in a
It really ain't yours. Nesto, be
I don't
quiet.
think I like that. So that's why I'd rather go buy a fucking van or RV, something that I do own that is completely mine that they can't tell me shit about.
Yeah, they can tell you when you don't have when you don't have the license plate on it, they can say something. When you hadn't paid, depending on where you buy it, when you didn't pay taxes on it, they can tell you something. When you don't park it in the right place, they gonna tell you something. Okay, you sound slow, sis. You want to go park it at an RV park? You better give them that money. Because that RV park is going to want what? They're going to want rent. You're going to have to buy land. You're going to have to pay rent. Are you kidding me? Like this trick wants to go live somewhere for free.
And live in that bitch. Because you pay all that money and they take it, it's never yours. It's never fucking yours. It's not yours.
You can get sick and can't pay your taxes and it's yours.
They're going to take it.
You get sick and don't pay your taxes and it's gone.
Place, but the shit ain't never yours. Why should I get a bank $2 million for a house that ain't really mine? I don't really own it. Just county own it.
You're just paying rent.
That's all it is.
But okay, let's go back to this is at 24 minutes and 49 seconds, right? But 4 minutes into the call, she says that there's a house that she has title to, or she's going to get quiet title to, that's worth $500,000 that that only has a $300,000 note. So you are scheming on $200,000 of 20 minutes later in the conversation. Now you have flipped the script to you never really own it, and it's all a scam. But you're trying to, can you make it make sense how 1 minute you're talking about the benefits of owning property and the dividends that you could have from said property, but now you're talking crazy talk again? Is it that your medicine just wore off, or which one is it?
Because my aunt's been in her house since 1968, and she still got a note on it, and it's called taxes. And they charge her $500 a month to pay taxes. Yep, her house being paid off. Her house been paid off since the 70s. Yep. And they still, she lives in Shaker, and they still, she's like one of the first black people on that street too, because my uncle used to be a boxing promoter for Muhammad Ali and all those famous boxers at that time. Yeah.
Oh, you think she forgot her lie? Okay.
Sports car, they had only made like 30 in the whole world, and he had one of them.
What do you get?
I don't know the name of it, but it was blue, and he only made 30 in the whole world, and he had one of them. He had one at 30.
30 in the
I don't know the
whole
name
world.
of it. Even she even knows. But it's sat in that garage for years. She finally got rid of it, like I want to say 15, 20 years ago. She finally got it, just rusted out. And I was like, girl, you're supposed to take care of that car. She don't know. She didn't care, you know.
Damn.
She didn't care. She always went shopping and takes and this and shows her little Mercedes. And my favorite aunt, that's one used to help me take care of Sydney. I had to go see her when I go to Cleveland before she died. So she died, and my daddy's brother, my daddy's sister, that's the one who raised him. So his mom and dad, and he was a baby. After she had 2 more kids, and then she died. She had 10 kids, so she had, you know, too much of that child labor kid. So she died, and she died when he was like 3 or 4 years old. So his sister raised him, which was my aunt that lived in Shaker. But yeah, Uncle Walter. Not Uncle Walter. That's the one you remind me of. Uncle Walter's one from West Virginia. His name was Uncle Ben.
So in your head, you're saying that the world, it ain't right now.
Well, it ain't never right. It's just getting more and more exposed because people are starting to talk. You got to think, for them to pull off something, they got to involve 3 or 4 or 5 people. And not everybody be on board with what they hear. Sometimes they go and they talk and they, you know what I'm saying, and then they get out.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Right, this don't look right, or I'm not on board with this, and you know, it's not right. You always try to kill all these people, and like, so it's this thing to get out. And then other people be looking like, no, that's crazy. That's not true. Yes, it is. It's a wicked fucking world.
It's like, Fulton County, could you please come get this weirdo? She is a danger. He shouldn't even be allowed to talk to her crazy behind. Like, she is a mess.
Girl, you gotta understand, these people used to own slaves, and their mentality has never changed from slavery. They still mad about they still be trying to make it so they can be slaves again. Out loud, you know. I love you. Make sure you call me in the morning.
Yes, I will. Be careful out there. Like you say,
I'm not going nowhere. I do gotta go somewhere. I gotta go pick up her.
Yeah.
That's true.
Be careful.
I'll be careful. I'll be careful.
She's gonna stay with you, right?
She's gonna stay with me, but she's probably gonna be like, take me home. I wanna go home.
Get on out the street.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I love you.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
This lady is nuts. She's a nut job, y'all. Something is wrong with her. Anyway, guys, let me see what you guys have to say. Anybody have any words? Let me drop the call in, see if anyone has anything to say. She's a fucking weirdo, man. If you're in the Patreon group, I will bubble up that video because it's way down. You know, with Patreon, you just gotta scroll down to see everything. But you just gotta get to scrolling. Okay. But yeah. If you did not see Grown Woman Vibes last night, go check it out. Her last video, Grown Woman Vibes. If you're new here, I will put the link into the first pinned comment. I'll put it in my description box. Let me see. Let me find it now. Actually, let me do it right now because that way I won't have to worry about remembering later. but she had some very good information regarding this matter. Period. And gave some backstory on Mr. Quentin Sr., so Sonia's daddy. Okay. So if you didn't catch that, and that's something that you're interested in knowing a little bit more about, and also the bus station of a lie, just like Shay said, Sonia talking about a property that she allegedly owns, um, or she said supposedly, excuse me, supposedly owns. Yeah, catch this. Let me drop the link. Okay, I'm dropping it into the chat. So if you hadn't caught that, probably, well, it's a review. I do believe actually, so it's a review of this video that we just talked about. So if you want to parallel it, like I said, if you're new here and you want to parallel hear another reaction to this same video, it went a little bit into a different direction, and sis had some additional information that you might find interesting. So if you found this call interesting or telling about the lies that Sonia tells, specifically about her family and her background, yes, period. Okay. So that will give you some information right there. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I think I drop the, what did I just drop? I dropped the YouTube link. Okay, I think I dropped the StreamYard link. I'm gonna drop it one more time. If anyone has any questions or want to make a comment, you're more than welcome to do so. I'm dropping that now. Otherwise, I'm gonna let y'all go. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little lunch break with me. Okay. On some Bougie Gang, your lunch is ready. Side hen likes someone 13 years old. It's a good thing she never had access to the churn as far as like substitute teaching or doing anything weird like that, because she's a strange bird. Okay. Also, when is court's coming up on what, May 21st and I think May 29th. I think initially I thought it was the 28th, but maybe it's the 29th for the RICO. And divorce Zoom status is on the 21st, and RICO is the following week, either on the 28th or the 29th. So, okay, we have a caller. Just a second. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, hey, Vicky. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing great. How's it going? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Happy almost weekend. Thank the Lord.
Oh my God. Happy Friday Eve, right?
Happy Friday Eve. Yes. She's just crazy. I was on the live last night, and I started getting busy, and I didn't quite catch why she got emotional. And then I went back and listened. I'm like, this woman she's happy to take this lady's property, and she's just a bad person. And
I want to know why Sonia thinks she has, and I'm not coming from I want to know why you think you, out of 10 kids, only have claim to this property, and why over and above you have claim to the property over who is possessing it at the moment. That's all I want to know.
She doesn't like people. She
No,
doesn't.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I just think it's a self-hatred where it's like, okay, why does she thinks that of herself? Why does she get to have it? Why can't I have it? It's just kind of like
The man has 10 kids. Like when my parents passed away, there's 5 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way things were set up, I'm surprised that Mr. Chuck did not leave a will.
He didn't.
I mean, so he didn't leave a will. What's going on here? So there's 10 kids. What makes you think that you are entitled as the number 3 kid, maybe number 3 or number 4, where do you have, so maybe number
Where do you
3,
have
where do
stake?
you have, pardon?
Where does she have stake? Like, what makes her special over all
Well,
the
she
other
has a
kids?
stake as an heir, but what makes your stake over and above your other 9, the 9 other children that he has? Like, it should probably be a 10th, a 10th, a 10th. Like, what
That's what
makes
I
you
think.
think you have 100% ownership of something that was left behind by your father with no will? And what makes you think you get 100% rather than a 10th?
Maybe because maybe the brothers and sisters didn't show interest in it. It's possible. And so she just, her and Quentin's he's the, what's it called? He's into that that far left
Mm.
movement.
Mhm.
What, you know what it's called?
Mhm. Yeah, I know what you're
Sovereign
talking
citizen.
about.
Yeah, he's into that. So they think they can take. They are entitled to certain things. I think she listens to her. Quentin's older or younger. I can't remember what order he's in, but they just think that they're entitled. I mean, it's the entitlement for me. That's the part that just kind of is like, this lady took care of your daddy. You said you weren't messing with your daddy, like you mentioned earlier. You weren't messing with your daddy. You didn't even cry when he died. And then now you want to take, why you want to try to come and take this lady out of her house. You told her, you tried to get her payment information off of the website. This lady paid her mortgage, the mortgage 3 months ahead of time to try to show, I guess, probably prevent Sonya from doing something silly, to show proof that, look, I'm showing good faith in case Sonya did try to. This is me making, assumptions in my head to try to show that she's making good faith and making payments. I don't know.
I'm
She's
just
just
trying to
bad all
figure
around.
out, but how, so she made 3 month, so but what's the name of the mortgage? Like who's the house? What's the
Somehow
name on the
she's on the
deed?
mortgage.
So somehow Sonya's on the mortgage.
Somehow, I think they said she's on the mortgage, because I think it was Pam, the wire designer. She said that she's into real estate. I think she was able to locate that Sonya is somehow listed somewhere on the mortgage. So I don't know how she was able to do that with the bankruptcy. I mean, I don't know, but I've never filed bankruptcy, so I don't know all the
Yeah, but this is
intricate
going back to
details.
2006. So okay, so it just depends on how she filed and if she's not complete owner. Um I don't know. I really don't. But I think you have the ability to roll certain things into a bankruptcy. And if it's
Right.
not total bankruptcy, I don't know. Um, I she's strange. This is a very strange situation. Because even looking up quiet title was confusing to me, just from the standpoint, if you have a stake in a property, why do you need a quiet title? Wouldn't you be on the title anyway? Wouldn't you be on the deed?
To me, it sounds like she wanted to she wanted to file bankruptcy. She wanted to get out of the other financial obligations that she had, but she also wanted to keep the stake in this house that she had. So I don't know, she didn't include it or something. She figured she finagled
I
away, and it sounds.
wonder. Okay, well, you know what? She might have got caught up in her own mess. So maybe if she transferred her name out of the title, let's just say she took her name out of a title so she relinquished partial ownership for to have her name free and clear for this bankruptcy, and but she still has a responsibility on the mortgage. Still, I don't know if that was the right thing to do or
She could
not.
be the owner, like the partial owner. I don't know how that works.
Mm, interesting. If whatever she did to finagle not having her name on the deed is her bad, that was stupid. Taking her name off the deed was dumb.
I mean, and
And
you're right too. Like my parents, and it's my mom and my stepdad. He has 2 daughters. They have everything sorted out already, like completely sorted out. they're in their 50s and 60s, and they're like, okay, you guys, it's just split up 3 ways evenly. We're not leaving the grandkids anything. You guys you take care of your own kids, and it's just like that. And that's the responsible when you have that much kind of going on. And it sounds like Mr. Waller, whatever his name is,
Durham.
Durham.
Waller was her married name. Why is she still holding on to that man's name? I have no idea.
She probably went all into thinking
he had to track her down for almost 2 years. He had to track her down for almost 2 years to get that divorce. Why she holds on to Waller, talking about Miss Waller, I have no idea. Sonya's father did not own the house. Sonya is trying to steal the girlfriend's house. Okay.
Oh, okay. So that was his domestic partner. That was not his wife, right?
That was yes. It says life partner. If you look at the all you have to do is Google Chuck Durham Cleveland, and the whole everything you want to know in a, you know what I mean, like obituary wise is right there. It gives you a nice rundown. And they said his lady, he joined life partner Jan, who he reopened the Garden Valley neighborhood house. Yeah, so he and Miss Jan were life partners.
And I don't like how she tried to, downplay what the lady was doing with that organization and the things that she did with that organization. Because she just.
I mean, Sonya downplays everything. Why are you surprised? Sonya will downplay an orange. Okay. Sonya will downplay anything.
I've tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, okay,
why?
Maybe this.
Why?
I don't know. Because
you like Sonya?
No, I don't.
Why would you give Sonya the benefit? Why can't? I mean, sometimes people just are who they are. You can't look. You put lipstick on a pig. Is it not still a pig, or did it all of a sudden become a cute puppy?
I know, girl. My mommy, she
Sonya
tells me all the time.
Sonya is not a cute puppy.
I
Okay.
can be petty. I can be like
she's
that.
an alley cat.
My mom always tells me, "Let it go, Vicky." Like try to see the
best. I mean, save your energy for something that deserves it. First of all, we don't know her. Sonya lives in the computer. Don't even save your energy, right? Also, she's like benefit of the doubt. Why? She's the bad guy in this story. She really is. Like, sometimes it's easier to believe in the truth than to try to maneuver around a lie, because for whatever reason, it's just not being accepted for whatever, I don't know, but just grab hold of grab hold of this truth. She's a bad guy.
I think you know what
KK, hold on a second. I'll be right there. Go ahead.
This is my last thought. This whole situation has it has opened my eyes more, because I'm not around these types of people.
Yes, you are. You just don't know it. Everybody doesn't wear a sign saying I'm a piece of shit.
Right. That's my point.
You are around these people. You are. You just don't know it.
I don't know it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it exposes me, because I kind of I'm reserved. I keep to myself, and I don't put myself out there, to be around the people. But it's opened my eyes to see that there are these types of people out there, and it lets me see like a lot of the little things that they say, the nuances and things that they say. Sometimes what these two say, and even Lamont, Dre, and Dion, all of them, the way they interact, it's like, okay, I can see there. Some people in my past, or some people that I've interacted with.
Girl, you need to watch Law and Crime. Watch Law and Crime back to back for 2 days and see what kind of people are out here. Vicky, come on now, hun. Watch Law and Crime. You don't watch Law and Crime. You better hit that subscribe and notifications, and you will get a real good dose of what's walking around out here, sis. It's not all good.
I know, girl. But thank you for letting me come up. Thanks. Happy Thursday.
We
Happy
love you,
Friday Eve.
Vicky, and
Have a good one.
you're very sweet. But
Thank
yeah,
you. Bye.
Sonya doesn't deserve that consideration.
All right,
She really
girl.
doesn't.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Take care.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Hi, KK.
Sweetheart, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Fine. Is my mic not giving any feedback or anything?
No, you're good.
Okay. I don't normally come up. You know, I comment where I comment.
Right.
But Sonya, from what I see, Sonya put that house in her bankruptcy. There is no mortgage. And then the next year or so, Sonya did the quick deed to Miss Janice. From what I see, the only name on the deed is Miss Janice. Sonya is capping for Nesto. She's talking crap, but there are people, and this is what I saw in an infomercial. There are people that are out here changing deeds without the owner's knowledge. So the only thing I say is everyone check your deeds periodically because they are doing it. It's a serious problem. That's the new scam. And
I've heard that the people are putting in quick claims on properties.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Check it.
So,
Check it. I check mine and I check my parents at least every 3 months.
So, and I don't know what that does. I mean, maybe they're putting in quick claims so that they're just adding themselves as lien holders so that possibly when and if you ever sell your house and they're liquidating funds that they end up with something. So
Exactly.
it's kind
They
of the
can
long
own
game.
they're taking the owner's name off the home and putting theirs. That's what they're doing. They're eliminating the owner. So they're owning the home. Let me tell you, people are out here, the brains need to be used for good because bad is taking over.
Well, I can say this. This is where having a mortgage then is a good thing. So for those people who own their homes with no lien, then that's probably going to be problematic for you because if someone does a quick claim on your home and you have a lien on it, there's nothing that's ever going to happen until you actually go to sell it because the biggest lien holder gets paid first. But if you own your home and someone knows that, so like older folks, so this is probably something that
My
happens to
parents.
people who are a little older and they own their home and someone comes through and there's no lien holders and then next thing you know they're selling your house from underneath you or they're trying to sell it and then they're doing title searches. Usually this stuff does come up though in title searches. Often I think it's an annoyance for the homeowner and it's usually a scam on someone else who thinks they just bought a house and they didn't. So oftentimes it's another person who gets scammed out of their money because you find out that you just purchased a home that really wasn't for sale and it's legal trouble for everybody. But yeah, that's I think where that scam really, really works is if you actually don't have any liens.
Exactly.
You have paid off your house.
Exactly.
And so that's where the protection comes in of having a large lien against your property because all the people who tell you that you don't own your property, that's not true. You own your property. When you close, you have a deed. You own your it's a lien. And it's all in how you want to look at it, but owning real estate, owning a property is one of the best, most sound investments that you can make. And someone who does not own and has no assets really is not in a position to tell anybody anything about managing a portfolio, in my opinion.
Exactly. I'm just afraid. The only thing now that she's talking that way, I'm afraid if there's no mortgage, which she's put through on her bankruptcy, and there's no lien or, no money attached to it, that she does something underhanded with that house.
Well, if she's putting in a quiet claim, basically it's to me, my understanding, and I'm sure someone else out there knows better than me. My understanding of a quiet claim, like she stated, is that she is almost adding herself as a lien holder so that when it does come time for that property to be sold, that
Mm-hmm.
she is on that list. So rather than a quick claim, it's a
Mm-hmm.
quiet title. So
Because
quiet title. Mhm.
what I was looking to try to find out is, does the owner have to give consent for that?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Does the current deed holder have to give consent for a person to add their name? I know when I added my parents' name and my son to my home, all of them had to sign. But however, I did it in a refi. So that was just different. But if I wasn't dealing with money and I wanted to do that, could they just go and add their name? Did I have to consent to it? And it depends on, I don't know, I was still looking that I want a specific answer. And I guess that's what the quick claim instead of the quit claim would do. I'm not sure.
Well,
But
it's
I don't
quiet
trust,
as in
I mean, quiet. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't trust her. I don't trust her as far as I can pick her up and throw her 2 feet. I don't trust her.
A quiet title action occurs when one property claimant challenges one or more other people in court of law for the purpose of determining who is the rightful legal owner of a
Mm-hmm.
property in question. It is intended to
Okay.
quiet the conflicting claims on the property by eliminating any ambiguities in the
Mm-hmm.
title, thus clarifying the question of legal ownership.
Okay.
Following the quiet title action, the plaintiff will be in full possession of the property in perpetuity and will be the plaintiff's heir. Okay. And
Okay.
they will also be protected for any other claims of ownership made against the property by any other outside entities. So it is quite possible that Sonya feels over and above the other siblings that
Mm-hmm.
she's going to be first in line because there's no will. And
Mm-hmm.
she's maybe saying that's my daddy's house. So
Mm-hmm.
she's putting quiet title so that after Miss so and so, Miss Ridgway
Mm-hmm.
goes to meet the Lord, maybe
Mm-hmm.
that's what she's planning.
Because I want to go back. I haven't done it yet. I want to go back and follow the title from the original owner, from the originator's name on it. And I just didn't
Mhm.
do it last night. I went to sleep. But
Mm.
because I wondered if her father's name was even on the damn house.
At this point, it might not even matter, but she might say it once upon a time it was, or her
Right.
father invested X number of dollars into the property
Right.
and they were not married.
Well,
Um,
it's just as much Mr. Ridgway's as it is her father.
I would say.
You
But
know.
if they're not if they don't recognize common law, that's again
Right.
one of these property things that
Right. It's a
if you
rabbit
want to protect
hole.
yourself and you're paying rent or you're paying mortgage with someone that you're not
Mm-hmm.
married to,
Mm-hmm.
it can get very sticky. And if it's not spelled out in some sort of will,
Mm-hmm.
then you can get caught out there, unfortunately.
Yeah,
And if
I agree.
in this case, if dad sold all his property and he was with his girlfriend and he was paying the mortgage, but let's say the house was in her name
Mm-hmm.
and dad didn't leave you anything, well, you know what? It's going to her and her people, the other
Mm-hmm.
kids, the kids,
Mm-hmm.
the mother kids. I don't know. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like,
Exactly. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I just,
let
Sonya, I
Sonya
had,
tell it. The father took good care of her, so she should may have squandered her inheritance while he was still here. You know,
mm-hmm.
maybe he did enough for her while he was still living and didn't feel the need to do anything for them ungrateful ass kids
Right.
as he
You
exited
hadn't,
the earth.
right.
Maybe
You
he
hadn't
didn't feel
talked
like
to
he
me
needed
since
to
I
do
got
that.
sick.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
You ain't talked to me, come see me since I got sick. Hey, things change.
If
But
Sonya did a quiet title claim to get title loans or which I don't know. I don't know if that gives you the ability to put loans against the house, but it gives you it puts you on it puts you as a heir to the property. That's what it
yeah,
does. It doesn't
yeah,
necessarily give you ownership
it's
of the
called
property.
something else. Yeah, it's called a something claim that you do money, the money part or something. She did that too back in the day. It was something about money. I forget the name of it. I'm sorry. I forget the name of it. And then after she did that, she did the bankruptcy, which eliminated it. And then she turned it over to Miss Ridgway. So right now it looks like she has no right. The house looks to be free and clear in Miss Ridgway's name. I don't know, but that's the
I
way it
just
just
don't know how
looks.
you have a property that's attached to a mortgage, you do a bankruptcy and get rid of it from your credit, how that
Mm-hmm.
gives you bank owned property and the bank would sell it. So the fact that they're still in possession of it tells me
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she had a mortgage in her name. I think
Yeah.
that's a lie. That
Yeah,
doesn't
I
make
think
sense.
she's lying.
That
I
doesn't
think
sound
she's
right.
lying. And I would hope, I think she's also lying about the lady paying her rent. I think she's lying about the whole damn thing.
It's I hate to say it, and not that people aren't smart and don't know what they're talking about, but this is what I'm gonna
Mm,
say.
mm-hmm,
Nesto, I don't know that he's ever purchased anything more than like
mm-hmm.
some jeans and a suit. We don't
Right.
know that he's purchased real estate before, and we don't know what he knows about what she's talking about because Sonya talks with a lot of authority, like she
Mm-hmm.
knows what she's talking about. And when you
Right.
have a meeting of feeble minds, people are
Right.
going to abdicate to who they feel has more information than them. So he's gonna be like, "Yeah,
Right.
you right, you right. Oh, okay,
Exactly.
girl, you know that business. You know what you're talking about." Meanwhile, she's talking a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So at the
Right.
end of the day, she doesn't know what she's talking about, and he's co-signing on the trash talk because
Right. He
she
don't
doesn't
look.
know
He
what
don't
she's
know
talking about.
what she tell it. Right. Because he
He
don't know
doesn't
what she
even
talk.
know.
I got it.
It's
You know
sounding
how it
good.
goes. You
He
know
he
how it
knows
rolls.
he knows what she's saying sounds good, and he's
Really.
just gonna co-sign it because he believes in her.
Exactly.
Meanwhile,
Exactly.
nothing that she's saying, and you see how he starts like, "Oh, you gonna sell it for?" And he gets all kind of
Uh-huh.
excited and giddy a little bit because
Yeah.
he's talking about $200,000. Like he's probably thinking,
Right.
"Okay, I can parlay that, and I can
Right.
invest that in some girls, and then we can get
Right.
money, and we gonna do this
And we
damn
can
thing."
flip
So
it. We can
I
flip it.
right,
And we
I can
can do
take this
this.
little right, right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
I
that's where
feel you.
Sonya's coming from. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. But thank you. I'll stay down. This is the first time I come up. I normally keep my mouth shut, but just my fingers
Oh,
trying to
okay.
type.
Don't do that. Come up anytime. You guys are awesome.
All right. I love you. Take
I
care,
love you
sweetie.
too. Thank you. Take care. All right. Bye bye. So we had Vicky, our wonderful Vicky, who came up, and then we had KK Bonita who came up. If Sonya did a quiet title claim to get loans, what trash? I don't know if she did that or not. I mean, I would hope not. And then been in mortgage 20 years. The mortgage is the deed. Sonya is likely not on that note. I feel like this is a case of fraud. Sonya is a mess. Clearly, and it's her own fault. It's really her own fault. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And thank you guys for sending up those comments and supporting. Thank you so much. At the end of the day, Sonya has no one to blame but herself. This lady has talked so much business and she wants to run people's names and talk her ass off and all of these things. And she wants to like make it seem like people aren't posting the calls, post the calls, get the calls up. Now the calls are up and people are hearing all your stanking business and you're going to want to be mad. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Don't be mad now. You damn near beg Shay to get all your business, all your calls up and out onto the YouTube streets. Well, guess what? Guess what? Okay. Her mouth is moving and her teeth are itching. Wow. And her butt is itching too. Jay Breezy's having her 24th wedding anniversary today, guys. Ask me how I know. Meanwhile, Sonya is no Erica King. At least, okay. At least Erica King, quiet as it's kept, could be here right now. We don't know where Erica King is. Erica King scrubbed all her social media and is staying out the way. But that being said, Erica King could be right up under our noses. Let's be real about it. Erica King could be right up in here. Okay. I don't think she claimed that mortgage on her bankruptcy because it is being paid by Miss Janice Fraudula. Fraudula is nuts. Sonya is Eddie Kane Jr. Ooh. And now Sonya is trying to snatch the house and she didn't pay anything. Yeah, that's why she's doing a quiet claim. She's basically making herself, instead of adding a lien to the property because there is a credit due, Miss Janice owes her money. She's taking her to court. She's doing a quiet title action. And basically, what that's going to do is sit there until either she sells the house or the house is being sold for whatever reason, death or whatever. And she's trying to make herself. So let the truth be known. Any of Miss Ridgway, if Miss Ridgway has heirs, if she has children, or anybody who has a claim to anything in the day that comes that Miss Ridgway is no longer with us, Sonya is trying to shit you out of your inheritance. That's my call on it. That's just my opinion, and I could be wrong. That's my opinion, okay? All right? That's what it sounds like to me, is that she's trying to be first in line for whatever comes of whatever comes from this lady's when she passes. Sonya talks about women being bitter, and she's the bitterest of them all because no real woman would never pick her, and no real woman wants to be her friend because she's a horrible person. Absolutely. We would know about her being shot. We wouldn't know about her being shot or her trying to scam seniors out of their homes because she's mad, right? I wish I could hear what her family thinks of all of her foolishness and lies. The sad part would be if they're like, what's the problem? Sonya, go live and explain this house situation with a PowerPoint presentation, please. Happy anniversary, Jay Breezy. Okay, what up, Doe Queen? Okay. Okay. You guys, this was fun. We kept it cute. It's 3:00. You're welcome, Jay Breezy. I hope you guys enjoy having a wonderful anniversary. I hope that Jan's relatives get informed about Bonitail and what she's trying. But you know what? This is back in July. She may have already done it. This is back from July. Okay, but there's folk out nosying around and gonna find that information. So you never know. All it takes is probably calling Cuyahoga County, or if that's the county that this property is in, calling Cuyahoga and asking them, is there a quiet claim at such and such address? Boom. And that's it. That's all. The clerk's office will tell you. Okay. Y'all, I literally just opened Reader's Digest November 2023, and they're talking about drones being used to drop drugs in prisons in Lee Correctional Institute in Bishopville, South Carolina. Okay. Now she'll do it on Monday. Still time to inform everybody. Sonya needed to be busted. I mean, you're going to be on these recorded lines. You're going to get some recorded line treatment. It asks the court to decide who is the rightful owner of the property. Exactly. So it's just putting her in line, future tense, when and if it comes to question this property. And usually that'll come to question when you're looking to sell it, right? That's been happening for years with these drones. I don't believe her. I'll do some research. So, FYI, these types of cases are very expensive, and she would need proof like a will or some proof she holds a valid title. Yes, it's in that county. So let's say this. So she's so back to the original. She's talking to this dummy over here. Okay. She's talking to little Nesto. She's talking to little Nesto, and she's talking that ish like she used to talk about those clubs and trying to make it seem like she knows something that she doesn't really know about, trying to make it sound like she has something that she doesn't really have, which is assets, money, collateral, equity, dough, cash, guap, dinero. Okay. Sis bro. Okay. So she probably was just talking that ish. Okay. But it doesn't hurt to check any of you guys who are doing research because it's all public information, right? Because we don't own anything. It's all public. And all you have to do is call the county and they'll tell you. Okay. I wonder who's paying her rent in her apartment she's in Atlanta. The government. The government. Girl, that good 410K. If you guys watch the video on Shirley and her eviction, the one thing we didn't notice on them check stubs, and yes, there were check stubs. Oh, Fran, how do I see it? It's in Patreon. Okay. If there is one thing we didn't see on those paycheck stubs, did anybody see a line item for 410K? We didn't see any 410K. Miss Strawberry is not at least at that time, it was not contributing to her 410K, which is not okay. That's not okay. Miss Strawberry. Sonya is sad, slow, salty, side chick, side hen, side chick. Wait. Sonya is a sad, slow, salty sidekick, side hen, side chick mess behind some tickle. Okay. And not even a chickle. You know what, y'all? Let me go ahead and get myself in gear. I got to clock in on some mom duties very, very, very soon. I've been hanging out with y'all all day. I hope you guys enjoyed. I got to handle business. I did not get to OSIP yesterday, and my bad, but you guys did what y'all had to do from last week, and I thank y'all so much. And things are going to start popping over there very soon. So as soon as the way gets a little bit more cleared, school is getting ready to end and all of the things, but just like we cleared the way over here, we gonna clear the way to get over there. Okay. So as I can clear some more time, we gonna and all of the things. So just bear with me. And we're gonna and also so stay tuned for a member live coming soon. And the member lives always will hit their YouTube streets. Sometimes I just have to edit some things out. But there's some documents I want to go over. And we're probably gonna do it in member live first. So I'll let you guys know. But tomorrow you will see me at lunchtime so we can talk about Bougie Gang. Your lunch is ready. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed lunch today. It was so much fun. And again, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit your notifications so that when I go live, you will be notified and all of the things. Okay. I did set up a live for tomorrow on OSIP, and I know that is going to happen. So this might roll you over there. So if you're in here and you're not subscribed yet, go ahead, hit the subscribe button for me. Make sure that your notifications are engaged. Someone said there's no more notifications. I don't know if that's true or not. But on that live, you can get an individual notification for that live. So as this rolls you in there, go ahead and hit the notify me and subscribe. Okay. Thank you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Walk it like I talk it. 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 Walk it like I talk it.
Okay, I'm here for a second. So it is not pronounced strawberry. I just say strawberry because there is a certain there's a certain blogger on the YouTube streets. I'm being very messy and petty by saying it that way, but that's just I mean, it's you could take the girl out of Jersey, but you can't always take the Jersey out of the girl. And at the end of the day, I say it like that because it gives me a little bit of a laugh. It's a little chuckle, a little tee hee 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 hee, because I say strawberry. Okay. If you did not know, now you know because you caught it at the end of a live. Sis being extra messy and petty, and it is what it is. Okay. Y'all, I will see you later. Bye, guys.